Welcome in, welcome in. Hello, dolls and dudes. And today we're going to do a little recap on my Hermes experience and flashback and talk about when I received my first Birkin and let you know how I feel about it now. All right, so get comfortable and let's go. Okay, are you comfortable? I'm going to start by recapping on my experience at different stores, sharing what I have. If you haven't already seen the video, that was my first ever vlog. I've learned so much since then, and kudos to all of you who are doing vlogs on a regular, because I'm picking up on little tips and tricks, but it's a lot to it. So I give you all kudos for sticking in and doing the darn thing. Okay, so some of the items that I purchased, we'll start with the little baby first. Okay, so this is the Constance Slim Wallet, which is great. You can wear her on a belt. I purchased a separate chain so I can wear her crossbody or arm strap. This is so cute and I love the pop of color, gold hardware. She is stunning. I get so many compliments on this. I mostly used her in the summer. Haven't used her in a little bit, but she's great for going out when you only need a couple cards, ID. She comes in really clutch. Oh, she looks cute with what I'm wearing right now. Adds a little pop of color to the brown and the gold and the denim, the gold on the gold. You know, you see, you gotta coordinate, okay? But love her. I haven't named her yet. Let me know a name you think would be good for her. Okay. And so let's go to different experiences, because as I said that in another video, all SAs are not created the same. I've been to stores in Paris, Hawaii, New York, all over, and every SA is completely different, of course. Every store is completely different. I hear some people have horror stories, and I'm sad that that is your experience, but hopefully that won't be your experience going forward, because there are a ton of wonderful SAs out there, and I happen to meet a few, which is great. So let me just get into the bag again first before I go on a whole spiel. Okay. So as you can see, the box is huge, huge. And if you haven't already seen the previous unboxing, do you know what this is? All right, I'll open it and do something as if I haven't opened it for you all already. So let's open her up. She's big, and as you see, comes in the beautiful dust bag. She has a pillow to lay on. This is so cute. There's a little pillow and everything in here. I'm not going to go through all of that all over again. So let's get into the goodies. So the Hermes dust bag. If you haven't already seen her, I'll do another reveal. Yes, as you can tell by the size of the box, she is a Birkin 30. And I absolutely love this stunner. I didn't go through enough detail the last time when I talked about her. So this again is Tinkerbell. If you have not formally been introduced to Tinkerbell, Tinkerbell is a Birkin 30 palladium hardware, Epsom leather. Yes, Epsom. It's not easy to find a Birkin in Epsom, and this is the new color for 2023. So this is again Vert Fizz. So Vert meaning green and Fizz meaning whatever they want to call it for the fizz. So Birkin 30 is bigger than the 25 size that a lot of people like, but I love this size because you can get her all the way up your arm, super easy to carry, and I have on a whole jean jacket. She has feet. She has a huge inside. I keep her stored with the bubble wrap. And I just love the trim and the details of this. So I love the dark trim at the top. I love the color is just stunning. So the stamp will be the same color as your hardware. I don't know if you can see. So the stamp is also in a palladium color. The hardware is absolutely magically flawless. And I'll put this one, I don't really carry her with this on, but she's been all over the place and I absolutely love her. There's a key in here, little, I'll just do it like this, put her through, and look at me being an amateur. I'm probably doing this the wrong way. I don't want to mess her up. No, that's good. Okay. And I do it so the lock is on the outside. That way the lock doesn't scratch the bag. This is how she looks. Just, oh, I am in love. I'm in love. I'm in love. And this, she's just so roomy. So if you didn't know, there's a pocket in the front, the flap, and then there's a zip compartment pocket in the back. Oh, she smells so good. I forgot how good this leather smells. Ooh, wow. I forgot. I heard people talk about it, and I had never smelled her before, but ooh, the leather does smell really good. Okay. So back to some of the experiences with different SAs. So I received her in New York, and one of the first times in New York, I went to the Madison Avenue store. Madison Avenue store is not where I received her. I received her in the meatpacking district. So Madison Avenue store, it was great. I went there, just happened to pop in. This was a while ago, but it was all this year. So I just attempted to get a bag this year when I went into the Madison store, when I went into the meatpacking district store. And I wasn't even really attempting then. I spoke with the SA, let me flashback. I spoke with an SA in the Madison Avenue store about bags. It was my first time ever in that store. Now she was really nice, but she kind of had an air about her like, oh, you can't get a bag your first time in here. No, that's impossible. That's kind of how she was acting. So if you've ever been in New York in the Madison Avenue store, all of the bags are on display. You can try the bags on, and it's like being a kid in a candy store. I went in, I tried on a few bags. It was just great. And I can't remember when this year I went in that store for the first time. I would say maybe, I would say it was probably in June, because I went to Paris in May, and I went to the Madison store must have been June, because I received her the end of July, right before my birthday in August. So June. So June of this year was my first time going into the Madison Avenue store. And as I said, the SA, she was great. I went in just looking around, and while looking, I went in looking for a particular coffee mug, because there's a mug that I absolutely love. I now have it, but they did not have it in stock. They had nothing in stock from this collection that I was really interested in. My mug I ended up getting actually from an SA, 2 different ones. So that's another story. I don't want to get into all that. I'll go on a whole spiel forever. So I went in looking for a particular mug. She didn't have the mug. Certain shoes that I liked, they didn't have the shoes in the size that I was looking for. So it was kind of just like nothing for me really. But she was so great and going above and beyond. I said, oh, I need to buy something, because she was just so great. And I didn't have to buy anything, but I did want something, because it was my first time in the flagship store in New York. So I ended up buying this bracelet in that store that day. So I love the color. So this, let's show you, I'll open her up. So the color is a beautiful neutral with the gold. And I think I still have the sticker inside. No, I finally took the sticker out. But I love her, and I wear this every day, almost every day. So this goes great with my Cartier Love bracelet. But just love this neutral color. And she was so phenomenal with helping me. So I purchased this that day in the store. And we kept in contact, and she would text me every once in a while just to see how I was doing, and I would text her to see how she was doing. But she was nice. But yeah, it was just kind of like, I don't know, we could put you on a wait list, but it'll be years, because that was my mistake. So let me flash back. Sorry, I went on a tangent. Let me flash back. So when I first went in the store that day, there was a bag in the case that blew my mind completely. But I have to remember, whatever is in that case is not necessarily for sale. It's on display, and they're on loan because they get flown around to different stores all over. So you had to go in, put on the gloves, you can try on the bags. But this was a Birkin, I think it was actually a 25, in the color, my brain is like slipping. It was I can't even think of the color. And I know all the colors by heart, and I'm talking to you, and the color just completely slipped my mind. So it was a beautiful cray, sorry. So a Birkin 25, color cray, gold hardware. This bag was stunning, and I had never seen that color in person. Now, even though I'm thinking to myself, realistically, do you want a light cream color bag? So I said, okay. When she asked me what my wish list was, that was my first time ever giving a wish list, was in June of this year. First time giving a wish list. I said, that bag, her, that's it. That was it. There was no room for negotiation, which in a way is so sad, because you have to be flexible. You don't have to, because it wasn't necessarily written in stone that I had to have that bag, but it just caught my eye so much that was all I could think about. So she said, okay, well, if you had to give another choice, what would you give? And I said, oh, something neutral. Of course, everybody wants a neutral. She said, okay, well, I can put your list down, but it will probably be a couple years before you would ever receive that bag or this and that. So I'm talking to her, and I'm just like, couple years? I don't wait for a bag that long. But anyway, another story. Anyway, so another month goes by. I'm back in New York, and I happen to go to the meatpacking district for lunch. And I had never been in the Hermes there, because the one day when I was going to pop in, they were closed. So I didn't get a chance to go another time. So this was my first time in that store. I met the most wonderful SA ever. If you've seen that story, we hit it off so well. And we just struck up a conversation, and it was magical ever since. And he's been my guy ever since. I don't know if I said a he before, but yeah, it's a he. I won't share his name, but he was phenomenal. And we're talking, and that day when I went into that store, I was only looking for a lip gloss. I wasn't really looking for anything, because I tried to stick with my SA in Madison, but she was off that particular day. But since I happened to be in meatpacking district for lunch, I just happened to stumble upon the Hermes there. I knew it was there, but I went in just to look. But I was going to go back to my SA at Madison the following day, because from what you hear, it's good to stick with one SA. And so since I was in this store, I was just going to really just look around and see what they had. I did try on a ring once in in Atlanta, that I loved, and I forgot, and I should have gotten it there, but I didn't, and I can't find this ring anywhere since. But anywho, So the SA and I, we hit it off great. We're chit-chatting, we're talking about life, just having a good time. And he asked what I was looking for, and it was a lip gloss. So we looked at lip glosses, and we just walked around the store. He said, let me give you a tour of the store since you've never been in here. And I said, okay, that'd be great. So we're trying on jewelry. We go up to the shoes. I'm looking at the shoes. There were a couple pair that I liked, but they weren't in my size. He would keep me posted if they came in. And he also mentioned too, yeah, it's good to stick with one SA and blah, 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 but you're here now. I said, you know what? I like you. I like your vibe. And who knows? I said, you might be my SA now. I had only been in that other store one time. So there was no real official relationship. It was like we kissed, but we didn't go together, you know, at the Madison store. So now I'm just feeling the chemistry in this store in the meatpacking district, and it was more laid back. It was more refined, I would say, because to be honest, the Madison Avenue store is the flagship store where all the bags are on display. But that store can be a madhouse. It can be really chaotic. It's so busy, which is fine, but it's busy. And that was the time I went there, was just super chaotic and busy. And in the meatpacking district is very laid back, chill, refined. You can tell even the clientele that was coming, it was just different. It was just really nice and very classy, I must say. I really enjoyed that store. So we're chit-chatting away, and I asked about the particular glass that I was looking for, the mug. He looked, he didn't have it. He said, but it is online, that I can order it for you, and then blah, blah, blah. I said, oh, that would be great. And so we're talking about other stuff, and the mug completely slipped my mind. I'll go back down looking at the lip glosses, and I picked it up. I said, well, I'm gonna go ready to leave, I guess. I said, wait, well, since I'm here, what do you have in the leather goods? Can we look at wallets while I'm here? And we go and look at wallets, and it wasn't a ton of things in there. He said, well, we talked about what my wish list would be for bags. And I said, at first I thought I wanted a 25. And I said, now I know that I think a 30 would be better for me. And I mentioned certain colors that I love. And I said, I'm flexible with certain colors. I said, because for me, I love bags. I love a lot of different colors. I said, I don't mind being surprised. I said, but I like this, and this. But I love the thought of a surprise unless it's this, or this. I said, those would be certain bag colors that I just don't have a desire to have because it's just not my colorway. He said, okay, that's good to know. I'll just make a note of this. And this was earlier on in the conversation when we first got introduced in the store. So we hadn't had a report this time. We were just chit-chatting. This was before we looked at jewelry and shoes and everything else. Excuse me. So we go downstairs. We're looking at the leather goods, looking at wallets. And I was looking for the Kelly wallet at the time. I said, well, do you have any Kelly wallets? He said, well, not out here, but let me go in the back, and I'll look to see if we have any of the Kelly wallets in the back. And I said, okay, that'd be great. And I said, but don't forget the lip gloss because I'm getting ready to go soon. I know you guys are probably closing soon. I'll get the lip gloss and I'll be on my way. He said, all right, well, let me just go look in the back. He goes in the back. He's gone for a while. I mean, a while. I'm thinking, did he forget about me? I said, well, maybe he's helping somebody else, one of his customers that came in. Because I'm sitting there, I'm looking at the magazine, and I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting. He comes back, I see him coming back, and he's empty-handed. I mean, empty-handed. And I'm thinking to myself, who was gone that long and comes back with nothing? Nothing, not even a single wallet to show me, nothing. So he comes back and he says to me, I'm so sorry. We don't have any Kelly wallets, but I do have a Birkin 30 I would love to show you. I said, excuse me? He said, yes, I have a Birkin 30 I would love to show you. So fast forward, we go upstairs, He pulls her out. And he said, I keep forgetting how good it smells. And he keeps saying, no, you're not obligated to say yes. I said, who would say no? Who would say no? I said, what? I said, what color is this? I've never seen this color. He said, she's a new color. Vert Fizz Palladium Hardware. I cannot even. Epsom leather. I mean, I can't even. Just look at the shine on the look at the shine on the hardware. She just sparkles. She turns heads, baby. She turns heads. When I say she turns heads harder than a naked prostitute in Vegas. She turns heads. This and that together, they turn heads. The colors, what? So that was my experience with this SA, and he's been my SA ever since. Okay, so now fast forwarding. I don't know if you saw the recent video when I was just in New York. So while I was in New York, on one of the days, I went to the flagship store, back to the original first store, just to say hello to the SA. Not even really I didn't even go to say hello to the SA. I went just to look to see what was on display. And if you see that video, there was a Birkin 20 on display. It's got exotic skin, Birkin 20. Now, you know, there's the 25, the 30, and it goes up. But I had never seen a Birkin 20 before in person. I heard about it. So a 20 is on display in this case. And I'm looking at this bag. And I pulled out the video. I was able to film. No one ever said don't stop in there, because on whatever floor it is, I can't remember what floor it is in there, the bag floor, there's the bar, so you can go in there, have champagne. They actually make cocktails. They gave me some Hermes cookies and this and that while I'm looking at stuff. And I put my name in to speak to an essay. I never asked for her. She saw me in the store. And she's one of those little sneaky people. You know what I'm talking about. Those sneaky, kind of laid back, kind of haters. I hate to say hater, but I picked up a weird vibe from her. Because she knew that I got this, because one day she texted me about something and I said, oh no, I received a Birkin 30 recently, blah, blah, blah. She didn't ask me if I wanted a bag. She just said, oh, just double checking on something, this and that. And she never offered me a bag. She never offered me anything really. But she was great that day with the bracelet. She was phenomenal when it comes to that. But when it came to certain items, I felt like she probably had her list of who she wanted to give certain things to. But I don't know. I could be wrong. So remember, I'm in the store that day, not looking for her at all. She's peeking behind and she comes over to me. Oh, hi. I said, oh, hello, blah, blah, blah. How are you? I'm just looking around, looking to see what's new on display and waiting to speak with someone. Oh, she went and I guess tells them that, no, she wants to speak to me. So I guess they took me off the regular list. So for her to work with me. And I'm thinking, that's odd because I didn't ask for you. But anywho, so we're chit-chatting away. And I said, oh, I'm looking around at this and that. What do you have available? Oh, didn't you just get a Birkin 30? I said, yes, I did. I got a Birkin 30, palladium hardware, Epsom leather, and that's a special bag. How did you get that bag? That is such a special bag, a special combination. She says, oh, that is so special. I don't think it would be fair for me to offer you a bag right now because people wait 2 years and 3 years. Some people have been waiting 5 years. And I said, oh, I get that. But with all due respect, what's that have to do with me? No offense to anybody that's been waiting. No, seriously, no offense. But for her to say to me, it wouldn't be fair for me to get a bag because other people have been waiting years. That has nothing to do with me whatsoever. Absolutely nothing. So anyway, and that fast forwards even more to why I'm so excited with my new SA in the meatpacking district. Because the experience there was great. And even while I was in New York, I wanted to say hello. Didn't even ask for a single thing. I said, I just came in to say hello. Because he was helping other people, but he made time to stop and speak with me, give me a hug. And I said, no, I know you have another client that walked in at the same time as me. Help them. I'll be back in a couple weeks. We can talk then, catch up then. So I just want to say that don't give up, because all SAs are not created the same. You will mesh with some people and you won't mesh with some people. And that is just like life. So with that, don't give up on any journey in life. Stay true to who you are and what you want. And sometimes you have to change the route, but do not get off of the journey. Don't forget the journey. And it's not just about a bag. It's not a bag, it's a Birkin. But no, not even about this. Just in life, just relating this back to a message. Has nothing to do with Tinkerbell. And yes, that's her name, Tinkerbell. Has nothing to do with Tinkerbell. In life, people will try to tell you that you can't have this, or you can't have that, or how did you get this, or don't listen to naysayers. Please do not listen to naysayers. Mental strength and speaking things into existence is more powerful than any negative energy that will ever come your way. I have lived my whole life that way. I speak positivity into existence, and I walk into blessings. Not saying that things are a blessing. They're a blessing in some ways to different people, but it's not even about that. It's just saying, okay, I want to try to achieve this goal in life. I want to purchase a house by this time. I want to be able to put a smile on my family's face. Things like that. Speak it into existence. I want stronger mental health this year. These are things you have to speak in order to receive. So I wanted to add that little message on to the end of this. And I'll leave it at that for now. But feel free to comment below. Please like, share, subscribe. Let me know. Well, you might not want to, but feel free, if you have items on your wish list, feel free to share. Let me know what your experience was like in one of your favorite luxury stores. And don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your hopes and dreams. And just know that sometimes a roadblock is just a detour, because you need to go in another direction. And that goes with everything in life. So thank you so much for watching. Until next time, please like, share, subscribe, and join the community. All right. Bye-bye. Until next time. You won't break my soul.